Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video on Doctor Who. This is going to be my first video recommending a audio story. I have picked up a few from Big Finish, and that's where I got it from, obviously. And I'm only going to be putting up ones I think are noteworthy. And this one was definitely noteworthy. I'm not going to go into details about the actual storyline and so on, because you can look up all those details on Big Finish's own website. So, for my first sort of recommendation, it's a fairly recent one, this. What am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about the Dalek Protocol. It's a prelude to the Dalek universe range. If you choose not to pursue it any further, there's no need to. There is a reference to a character in this story about other adventures she's had with the Doctor in other stories. Nothing to worry about there. It's not going to upset the storyline in any way, so you're okay. This is a fairly stable story, and from start to finish, the Dalek Protocol is an absolute fantastic story. Marvellous, absolutely marvellous. It's a direct sequel to John Pertwee's story Death to the Daleks, set on the planet Exelon. That's the first half of the story, and then it's set in space for the second half of the story. Now, the first half of the story, the Daleks are there, but in the background. They're not, they're not too heavily involved in the first part of the story. They come much more to the front of the story in the second half. And there is a level of skullduggery going on in this story. Tom Baker, marvellous. Louise Jameson, marvellous. And the rest of the cast, in fact, were marvellous. It was a marvellous story from start to finish. Fantastic. Thoroughly enjoyed this story. And this is a story I recommend. It's a little bit pricey, but it is... it only came out in April this year, but it is worth a punt. Let's put it that way. I give it 10 out of 10. And in due course, in the future, I will be putting up other sort of recommended Doctor Who stories from Big Finish. And for now, there's my first one. 10 out of 10. Marvellous. See you on the next one. Goodbye.